Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. I am so excited for today's video because I am going to D23 and I'm so excited. I'm a little bit all over the place trying to figure out what exactly I need to do and plan and all of the things. I've never been to D23 before, so this is all brand new for me. I am cosplaying, so I'm going to go ahead and get my hair braided. I haven't even announced my cosplay yet, so you guys are the first to know, possibly. So yeah, I'm so excited and I cannot wait to take you guys along this journey of setting up for D23, preparing everything, finishing up my cosplay, and doing all those last minute things like that before we are headed to D23, which of course I'm going to vlog for you guys. And I'm so excited to start this vlog and get everything together for this upcoming event. So I can't wait, and I will see you guys in a little bit after when my hair is done. Alright guys, I am back. It's been about a week since my hair has been braided, and I'm so sorry I did not get to update you guys right away. But they're finally settling in. My head's not as hurting as bad. It was 7 hours, guys. 7 hours of me doing my hair. So I got to binge watch a couple shows and kind of relax, I guess. So we need to kind of hustle. We have about 6 days. 6 days until D23. Okay, maybe a little bit less for the people who are going on Friday, but I'm not going till Sunday. I am totally on crunch time now. So I needed to get it going. My costume is hanging right over here. And that was kind of the other thing I was thinking. I'm like, I totally did not vlog any of the other making the dress because I did completely make it all by myself, which I've never done before. I've never made a cosplay. I've never cosplayed before, ever in my entire life. Yes, I do sew here and there, as you've seen on this channel, but this was completely different. So I have a couple of things that I need to finish up on the dress. So I do want to take you guys with me on doing that. And a couple of like accessory things that I need to finish as well. I do have a couple of like little wish star accessories. I do want to make this into a keychain possibly. I'm gonna go ahead and ask my boyfriend to see if he can like drill a little hole for me to make this into a keychain. And then I am also going to make this little guy into a keychain as well. I unfortunately couldn't get, originally I wanted Star, of course, to be a keychain, but I couldn't find anything. Wish isn't such like a big movie, and I kind of wish that it is. It's definitely not getting enough love. I know that it's been out for a little while, but I just think that these are so cute. So I'm going to try to make these into a keychains as well. I only have like maybe about an hour until I have to go. So we're totally on crunch time. I have coffee in my hand. There's a couple things I want to add to my dress, add a little bit of accessories. I did make an Amazon purchase, so some of those things should be arriving either today or tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be the full last day until I get all of the things done, hopefully. I'm hoping I can kind of just like bust everything out. And yeah, let me stop rambling and we're going to get into making my dress. Okay guys, so here's what the costume is looking like so far. I made all of this and I'm so proud of myself. Just because I've never made anything like this, like how I said. So it's coming along. I'm kind of being really picky with it. There's certain things that I don't necessarily like, but we're just gonna roll with it and hope for the best. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of it though. So here's what we got so far. This is the actual dress. It does have like a long sleeve underneath, which I have dyed twice now, and it's not just like, it's not the perfect shade of purple, which that's okay. I don't think we're going to. It's just like a funky material, so no matter what, it originally was like this kind of color, so this is pretty dang close, I should say. And then I had made this top dress all by myself. I think I took like a tank top and I traced around it, and then kind of just threw it on, measured it, and hoped for the best. And then I added some fabric around it just to kind of help me draw these like little spike things here, these triangle accent things. So I drew all of these little triangles on here. It might look a little bit better on camera, but in person you can kind of see like little details that I'm not like a huge fan of, but you can kind of see like the light purple underneath it. And I went ahead and added these purple beads on here that I hand sewed every single one of these. So I like the way that that turned out. It's pretty dang close to how hers is. I was trying to copy the one from Disneyland, but of course theirs is very, very detailed and embroidered, and I don't know how to do any of that, and I don't do any of those things, so this is as best as we're gonna get. I did the same thing through the bottom, adding that same sort of material here, and added like a little hem to it, which I do also need to make these little triangles all throughout the bottom of this darker purple dress. So I think it's kind of coming together. I did also bunch all of this together to make it look exactly like hers and have that like 2-layered effect. So those are just a few of the details. I am still currently working on the belt. I am actually waiting for these studs. I'm getting new studs to come in because I did just super glue. Is this super glue? Hot glue. I went ahead and hot glued these little studs on, so I'm waiting to get like actual ones that can punch through the fabric, where these ones just kind of, they're falling off, to be honest. There was one right here and it already popped off, so, but that's kind of the general idea of the belt. The inside of it is not so cute, but once when it is on, it does look so good. And then I went ahead and added these little ropes, just like how hers is, with like little tassels on the end. All right, I think that's about it. I need to finish doing all of the rose appliques, or whatever you want to call them, the Cricut vinyl pieces, so I can cut them off and add them onto this dress, and also add them onto here as well. So let's go ahead and start doing that. So I'm having a slight problem here. I am trying to iron this down and it's unfortunately not wanting to stick, but because it's all glued down, everything is melting and coming off. I honestly don't know why I didn't think of that. So now all of my rope and everything is kind of coming undone. So I'm gonna let this cool down just a second. Hopefully this can stick. I'm gonna let it cool for a little bit and then maybe we can try to mess around with it. But for the meantime, let's go ahead and stick all of these purple roses onto the dress. Okay, thank goodness one thing is working, so let's keep going. All right, so I have about 4 done now and I have to go to work, unfortunately. So I'm gonna wrap this up and hopefully finish the rest of these flowers or roses tonight on the dress. And I'll keep you guys posted tomorrow to hopefully finish the rest of it. Oh, Mama. No. All right, guys, it is the next day and I've made a little bit more progress on the dress. I went ahead and finished up the little roses here down at the bottom. Now, my next thing is to kind of draw the same sort of triangles like how I have on this dress onto this. So I need to figure out exactly how I want to do that. I think it's kind of like a double layered. So we'll see how it goes. I'll have to like re-look up Asha on Google so I can make sure it'll be similar. I'm not trying to go exact because I'm just not that talented, I guess. Like I don't have the right tools also to do all of this. So I'm going to try my best and see if I can go ahead and do these same sort of triangles down to the bottom of the dress. But I'm so happy with how it's finally turning out. The belt is still in progress, which that's another thing. As you guys saw yesterday, the belt is just coming undone because of the iron. The belt is almost done and I ended up kind of re-gluing some things down. And I went ahead and ordered the studs. They should be coming in soon. Sometime today, I believe. So I ended up taking off the other studs and I decided that I'm just gonna go ahead and sew these like little rose applique sort of things on here. I ended up trying to iron the same roses down on a piece of fabric and something's going on. It's not wanting to stick. I guess that's kind of what happens when you order vinyl on Amazon. Sometimes you just don't know what to expect. So I ended up sticking it onto some fabric underneath. And then I ended up cutting it off around and kind of like went around it. And I'm gonna just kind of sew it onto the belt. I don't know exactly how that's gonna work, but this is better than what it was. It's unfortunately just not sticking to any sort of fabric. I don't know what's happening. So let's do that. Let's sew that onto the belt. But I think we're gonna go ahead and do, while we're waiting for the studs, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the bottom part of this dress. But I'm so excited. I love how it's looking. All right, so the movie just ended and I'm still working on this. All of the triangles are done, at least in the front. Now I'm just going back and coloring them in, so. Oh boy, I'm gonna be here for a while. All right, so the dress is officially done. I am so happy with how it turned out. The bottom of the dress ended up killing my arm. It hurts so bad, I think because I had to stretch out the fabric and then kind of color it in. So that was a lot of work to do the whole bottom. And also my purple marker did run out of ink. So I only did the front of the dress and just slightly into the side of it. But overall, I think it looks great and I'm so excited about it now that it's officially coming together. So here it is. I don't know if you can really tell all the detail on the bottom, but it's so, so pretty. I'm excited. Okay, the last thing that I have to do is the belt and my keychain. So let me double check to see if the studs came in yet, and then if not, we're gonna work on keychains. All right, so I got a little kit from Amazon. I have never made any sort of keychains before. I saw all of the Disney girlies making their own little keychains out of little plushies. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot and see how this should work. I'm not entirely sure. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and use like one of these little key ring like clips and sew it onto either the base of his hat or like behind his head. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add that through the little loop here so I can add this, which I think that using the little key ring would probably be the best. So I could always take this off if I needed to use it for another plushie keychain. Because realistically, I don't know how often I'm really going to grab for this one. That's what I'm going to go ahead and do. Figure it out as I go. I don't really know. And then as far as the little star, I don't really know how I want to go about this because he does have two little stars here, but there's, or sorry, not stars. He does have two little holes here, which I can kind of loop something around here. That way I can make like a little keychain, but there's nothing in the front. So my original idea was to drill a little hole through the front, but I might be able to work with just using the two little holes here. So that's really it. And then I guess worst case too, I could also super glue or hot glue this together. That way it doesn't come undone for whatever reason, but I don't know. We'll see as it goes. Keychains are done and I feel like they turned out so cute. I can't wait to wear them or put them on my bag. I might even attach this one to my belt or something like that, but for sure on my bag otherwise. But I'm so excited. I never made them before. I will definitely have to be making more. All right, my last few things is finishing up the belt. I'm going to go ahead and stitch on a couple of stitches for the little rose appliques, and then as soon as I get those studs, I will be adding them on.
They have a problem, they swoop right in and fix it. They never learn resilience.
So while I was trying to figure out the rest of my costume, I found my little Asha book, and I totally forgot that I have it. I'm basically the real life Asha. I forgot that she, in the movie, because of course I watched it this morning, she draws in this book, and guys, I think that's obviously the reason why I bought this book, is to do the like art of animation inside Disneyland. But I'm like, I totally forgot about this. I need to start bringing it to Disneyland so I can add more drawings in here. So I think I might take this with me to D23 as well. I think it's like a cute little prop to have. All right, hello. I feel like it's been a little while since I have updated you guys. It's the day before I go to D23. Today is Saturday, so it's the second day technically of D23, and I'm going the final day. Unfortunately, I've been hearing that things are selling out. Like I said, this is my first time at D23, so I'm just gonna kind of roll with the punches and see where I end up and what I end up doing tomorrow. There was a couple merch pieces that I did want, like the Princess Diaries ears. I'll go ahead and link or put like a little picture up above. So hopefully I can still get them somehow. Either I can get them online or tomorrow, but that's okay. We're just gonna kind of roll with it. I do have a couple of things that I do need to finish up, like my belt, and just kind of make sure that my costume is looking good and it's all set up. So like I said, I just need to add a few of those studs on the belt. I finally got my whole package from Amazon, so I will go ahead and do this.
No, it's okay. It can't be.
Okay, so I decided to do one more last little project, and that is to make my Asha shirt. This one I did get from Five Below, to turn this shirt into something kind of like this. I love this t-shirt. It's probably one of my favorite t-shirts. It's like one of the Raglan vintage style t-shirts, and I cannot find any more. So I want to make something similar with that Asha shirt and wear it tomorrow to change into. So here's the shirt. Let's see what we can do. I might just kind of outline and trace around it.
Song, perform it, win, tour, boom! You go.
First artist. Not to be the practice room police, but there's a 30-minute limit.
Hi, Sage. I'm doing good. How are you?
Actually have to rehearse the first challenges tomorrow.
Baby. I just can't believe little Lennon McCartney gets to spend every summer here. Put it in between the grandparents. There's no perfect storm.
Just as I'm all alone. Minerva.
Alright guys, the t-shirt is done. I love the way it came out. I wanted the bottom to be a little bit more of like that messier finish. And then I decided to add those little studs that I use for my belt around the collar. And I just think it turned out so cute. I love the way it looks. And I'm so excited for tomorrow. The last thing to do is try on my costume to see how it fits. But I will save that until D23. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and do all of the things. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye. See you guys at D23.